Hi, my name is Melissa Ferreira, and I did my presentation on the FitBit. As we all know, FitBit is one of the most talked about fitness tracker trends in the business world today. I'm even wearing mine right now. And also as exercise science majors, we all are very familiar with this tracker. It was founded in early 2007 by two guys, Eric Friedman and James Park. Eric Friedman was the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder, and James Park was the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder. Eric went to Yale University and James went to Harvard University. Both studied in computer science. Both decided to put their knowledge to the test and decided to raise only $400,000 on their own, since it was only both of them that started this company by themselves. But they both knew $400,000 wasn't enough, but they decided to go along with it anyway. So with $400,000, they managed to make a circuit and a wooden box. The circuit was going to be the power of the Fitbit, which would track the steps and the clock and stopwatch, and then the wooden box would power the circuit through. They decided to bring just those two things to their first conference that they went to in 2008. They went to the tech conference, like I said, in 2008, where they had high hopes of just getting a little over 50 orders, no more, no less. That was their goal. But by the time they walked out of that TechCrunch conference, they had over 2,000 orders. So knowing that this is going to be a really good launch for them, they ended up launching their first product only about a year later in 2009. This product was called the Zip. The Zip came in only two colors. It was pink or black. It would track your steps, and it had a clock and stopwatch on it. Those are the only two things that the Zip acquired. They had over 20,000 orders within the first week of launching it. Knowing how big this product was in demand, they couldn't do this on their own, so they decided to team up with one of the biggest worldwide stores, Best Buy, which turned out was one of the biggest successful things they could have ever done. They started out with 4 stores, which turned into 100, which turned into 150, which turned into over 460 stores within a couple years. So after Best Buy, as you can see when you walk into any major retail store, you can see Fitbit in almost all retailers like Target, Dick's, Walmart, and Kohl's. As well, I know you can order them off Amazon and other online retailers. And you also can see them worldwide and nationwide. They have become a huge success story. The company went public in June 2015 with over 20.8 million products already sold. And just last year, Fitbit was already at $2.4 billion and projected by the end of 2017 to be over a $4 billion company. With that being said, Fitbit is one of the most financially growing companies in the fitness industry today. So after the Zip launch, they decided to launch another tracker. It still includes the clock and the step tracking, but this one also includes sleep tracking. So now people can see whether they sleep good or not, why they woke up tired. They can tell if they're awake, if they're moving so much, all by just wearing this on their hip. So just by knowing how they sleep, they know how they're going to start their day, also by walking their steps. Fitbit's ongoing success has to do with the upcoming new models and technologies they have each year. So after the Zip and the One, they started wearing the wristbands, which also came with heart rate trackers, GPS sometimes, and calorie burners, all different types of things, new colors. So Fitbit always has the latest and greatest trends they could possibly have. So after doubling numbers and profit, Fitbit is one of the most talked about trends now with all the money they are making. Eric and James know they can't do this by themselves anymore, so they decided to make a bigger team. So they needed some help. So they decided to make their team a little bigger. So here are some more people that we would like to talk about. I mentioned 8. First from left to right, it's Edward Scale, the Chief Business Officer, William Zarella, the Chief Financial Officer, Andy Mission, the General Counsel, Mary Reume, the Chief People Officer. Those are 4 people, and we have also 4 more. We also have from left to right, we have Tim Rosa, the Chief Marketing Officer, Lindsay Cook, the Product Marketing Officer, Jonah Baker, the Industrial Design Officer, and Sam Bower, the Product Engineering Officer. I believe there's many more, but these 8 people I feel like are the most important part of their Fitbit team. So thanks to James and Ari, these people wouldn't be here today. So obesity is one of the most world's epidemic that we have known today. Heart disease is the most #1 killer, and as exercise science majors, this is a huge deal to us. So FitBit, just by having a goal of 10,000 steps a day and walking your steps and knowing your heart rate goals and heart rate tracking, we can put an end to this. So we can stop going to all these fast food places and drinking soda. So going a walk on the beach or run on the beach, walking to work, going to the gym, a walk in the park, even walking around work, tracking your steps every day is mind-blowing. Just doing a goal of 10,000 steps a day really makes a difference. You can lose 1 or 2 pounds a week, which is a huge difference, and people don't even realize that. So after you do that, you can set your steps or your goal, and on the app you can see how many steps you do per day a week. And it'll say if you met that goal a day, if you didn't meet that goal a day. It'll say your calories actually burned depending on how many steps you make, which I believe is really intriguing because I like to know how many calories I burn a day. And as exercise science majors, that's really important to us. So after the zip and the tracker, as you can see, they came up with wristbands. Wristbands are a lot easier to wear, especially for girls, since we like jewelry, obviously. And it's easier once we track our steps. We just wear it all the time like a bracelet. It's really easy to connect to the app. And I believe the Flex is also Bluetooth activated, so we have text notifications and call notifications. It's all through the online app. We can look through our heart rate to see where our target heart rate zones are, where our highest average heart rate is when we exercise, calories burned for that day during which exercise, how good we sleep through that night. So this Fitbit is really, really good, especially for us majors, because we're learning about our target heart rates and how important it is for us to sleep. So the goal of Fitbit is the more Fitbit grows an economy, the better and more active people are becoming. So Fitbit, as a growing business industry, is really helping the exercise science industry by having people get more active. So thanks, Fitbit.